What is this one?
This one in Broadway ticket.
It's called kind of Black Friday or is it every
They always have this every day.
Do you have any questions about any show in particular?
No, I've seen Chicago.
What kind of show is like on your radar that you would like to see?
I have no idea. I'm with someone else, so something musical.
Musical? Well, I recommend. You already saw this. You already saw Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, are you
I
going?
think she'd like it, but it's not my thing.
It's not your thing. Okay.
Yeah, like Chicago.
Like okay.
I'm like an old timer, so I like the classical.
Okay.
The classical musical, but there aren't a lot of those. I'd like to see Kimberly Akimbo.
I would say, like, based on what you said, Some Like It Hot is really popular these days. It's very, there's a, like, back in the day, like 1950s, like vibe, because it's like based on the old Marilyn Monroe movie. And with Tony Lee Curtis, it's about these two men, they're musicians, and they get involved
I've
in,
heard
like,
some of the music.
So yeah, it's like a lot of tap dancing, and the choreography and the costume design is like really great. So it really takes you back to like, yeah. So I would say that one, based on what like you just expressed, I was like, yeah, I think that's like a show that I'd like.
I appreciate the info.
And if you have any other questions about any other shows, like let us know.
Yeah, great, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Check out Chicago. Do you guys have any questions about any show?
Yeah, you do.
Well, actually, if you well, I think they have like free Wi-Fi. If you want to like try that out. You have any questions? Just let me know. I'm a lot. Are you looking for like something off Broadway? Okay, yeah, that was great. Yeah. How hard is it? Yeah, I really.
Just kidding. It's a really fun show. It's great. It was one of my personal favorites.
Why is it closing?
Honestly, I think it's because they're going to go on tour, and I don't think that they want to finance the Broadway production, like the sit-down production and the tour at the same time. I think that's just too much money. But yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. It's won 4 Tony Awards, including Best Choreography. The tap dancing is spectacular. The music is wonderful. And all around, it's like a really, really fun show.
Is it like jazz music?
Yeah, jazz music. Yeah. It's set in the 30s, like towards the end of Prohibition. They typically have like I saw this in their Blair orchestra.
Do you guys get seating preference?
Oh, when you get up to the window.
No, I'm saying don't you.
No, if I get a coat from work, I just kind of, I'm like, thank you. Yeah, I just want to be in the room where it happens.
That's on our list.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, this one's a good one. This one's one of my favorites. Yeah. Unfortunately, that one's not available here. Cool. Let us know if there's any questions you have, okay? Closing soon? Yeah, that one's going to be closing. I think it's that one and Some Like It Hot are going to be the next ones that are closing. The Danny DeVito play closes next month because that was a limited run. Can't think of anything else right off the top of my head that's closing. I haven't seen it. If I'm being totally honest, I don't read reviews because most of the reviews are like, they're written by like the same like 50-year-old guys that have like seen every single Broadway play ever, and they're super jaded. And I honestly don't think they like seeing theater. That's just me. Yeah. And like I don't know, I just feel like a lot of times like when the reviewers go see shows, they're not necessarily the audience for it. Like I worked for Back to the Future and like they didn't give them Back to the Future good reviews and I'm like, it's not you know what I mean? It's not bad. It's okay. Like, it's fine. I guess, yeah. I mean like a lot of like musicals that are based on movies are not necessarily they're meant to be entertaining, they're not super they're a little fluffy. Yeah. I don't know. And I feel like sometimes they don't always like take that into That's I usually take more into account like my friends like oh I saw the show and I didn't like it because XYZ. I didn't like it but you would like it because you like this kind of stuff. She's we're in London for
It's based on the first original movie. So
what's something that you've seen recently that you
I probably I saw.
that came out like 6? Me too. I saw that.
both the options. I mean, those are my personal. Those are my personal picks. I feel like those are really wonderful shows.
Yeah. I used to live in Minnesota, so I saw
they're all
that
very
live.
different. So I just wanted to give you like different tastes stuff. Like but they're all like Back to the Future was kind of like. I mean, the original.
Well, if you guys have any more questions, just let us know, okay?
Is there something interesting there?
I thought one, but I didn't. Yeah, it's one more time. It was really cute. It was really fun.
No, I saw it, but
I think if it had been in a smaller.
I was trying to figure out whether whoever's inside is
That one was at the Marriott Marquis.
looking in this, standing here, but he or she must be standing like looking in the opposite direction. If not, he'd be like hunched over, unless it's a very short person.
Yay! On your feet? Sweet. Cool. That one's cool too. Sweet. Let us know if you have any more questions, okay? Yeah, you bet.
Oh, did you try the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. I haven't seen it. I've had a couple friends that have seen it and they really love it.
Is it like a movie show?
So it's a play, like a story, not like a one-man show. All I know is that it is about a man who's a hoarder and his
It's a hoarder?
and his house is going to be reassessed by the government unless he like cleans it out, and so his dog's going to like help.
And it's only one main course.
Yeah, it's going to be it's not limited run. It's going to be
On Broadway, check it.